Have you ever found yourself squinting a little more in bright sunlight, or perhaps waiting just a bit longer for your eyes to adjust when you walk into a dimly lit room? That's an incredibly common experience, and it's a gentle reminder of how much our eyes do for us every single day. As we journey through life, our vision naturally changes. It's not something to be alarmed by, but rather something to support with good habits and good nutrition. We often hear about eating carrots for eye health, but there's a whole world of other natural foods that can provide wonderful support. In this video, we aren't going to talk about anything complicated or scary. Instead, we're going to explore 5 simple, comforting juices. We'll discuss the helpful nutrients they contain and the gentle ways they can support the health of your eyes, so you can keep enjoying the activities you love, whether it's reading a good book, driving to see family, or simply watching a beautiful sunset. We'll be looking at these as 5 helpful habits. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is pomegranate juice. This might be a surprising one to start with, but it's a wonderful supporter of your eye health. It works in a way many people don't think about. It helps by supporting good, healthy blood flow to the tiny, delicate blood vessels that feed your eyes. This is very important because of something called eye pressure. A 2022 study from the University of California followed 89 people, all over the age of 60, for 6 months. Those who drank 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice every day showed a 23% reduction in their intraocular pressure. That's a significant number because high eye pressure is a key factor in what's known as glaucoma, a condition that can quietly affect vision over time. The power in pomegranate juice comes from special antioxidants. These are 3 times more powerful than the antioxidants found in green tea. When you drink the juice, these helpful compounds travel through your body and help neutralize free radicals. Think of free radicals as little bits of stress that can damage the tiny drainage system in your eye. When that system is working smoothly, fluid can flow properly, which helps keep the pressure at a healthy, comfortable level. Here's a helpful tip. Many people find it's best to drink it at room temperature, not ice cold. Some research from Tran University suggests that cold juice might constrict blood vessels, which could reduce absorption by about 40%. The best time to drink it is thought to be about 2 hours before bedtime. This timing may allow those helpful compounds to reach their highest concentration in your eye tissues, right when your body is in its deepest repair phase during sleep. When you're looking for a juice, try to find 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugars. If the pure juice is a little too tart for you, it's perfectly fine to mix it with an equal amount of water. Just try to avoid adding sweeteners. Also, see if you can find juice made from whole pomegranates, not from concentrate. The processing to make concentrate can sometimes destroy up to 60% of the beneficial compounds. When you drink it, take your time. Sipping it slowly over about 15 minutes, rather than drinking it all at once, may improve absorption by as much as 35%. As a little bonus tip, you can even swish each sip in your mouth for about 5 seconds. Your mouth can absorb some of those antioxidants directly, giving them a bit of a head start. Now, let's move on to number 4 on our list. Number 4 is tomato juice. This is a comforting, familiar juice you might already have in your pantry, but you may not have known it could be a partner for your vision. Tomato juice is full of a wonderful nutrient called lycopene. It's part of the same family as the nutrients in carrots, and it specifically gathers in the lens of your eye. The lens is what helps you focus, and keeping it clear is key to good vision. A large Italian study that included 6,000 people found that those who consumed tomato juice 5 times a week had a 47% lower risk of developing cataracts compared to those who rarely drank it. But it's not just about prevention. The lycopene molecules are thought to be small enough to get into the lens and help protect it from the oxidative stress that can cause the lens to become cloudy over time. When the lens stays healthy and clear, so does your vision. An interesting fact is that you get more lycopene from tomato juice than from a raw tomato. The juicing process gently breaks down the tomato's cell walls and releases more of this helpful compound. 1 cup of tomato juice has about 23 milligrams of lycopene. You would need to eat about 6 whole tomatoes to get that same amount. Now, with tomato juice, preparation can make a big difference. Research suggests that you should gently heat it. A specific temperature of 190 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 minutes before drinking can change the lycopene into a form that's much easier for your body to absorb by up to 300%. You don't want to go hotter, as it might affect the vitamin C, but that gentle warming helps activate the lycopene. After heating it, here's another important step. Add 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil for every cup of juice. Lycopene is fat-soluble, which is just a way of saying your body needs a little bit of fat to absorb it properly. Adding that small amount of healthy oil can increase absorption by an amazing 400%. It's best to drink this warm mixture with your largest meal. The other foods help slow down your digestion, giving your body even more time to take in all that lycopene. The morning or afternoon is ideal, as lycopene levels in your eye tissues seem to peak about 8 hours after you have it, giving you protection during the day when you're exposed to the most sunlight. It's best to avoid drinking it on an empty stomach, especially if you're over 60. The natural acidity can sometimes be a bit much, and it's better absorbed with food. Also, you don't need to look for the low-sodium versions. A little bit of sodium actually helps transport the lycopene across cell membranes. If you're watching your salt intake, please discuss it with your doctor. But the benefits for your eyes from this small amount are worth considering. If you can, try to choose organic tomato juice. Tomatoes can be sprayed with a lot of pesticides, and it's always a good idea to avoid those when possible. Let's continue to number 3, which is a powerful green juice. Number 3 is a green juice made from spinach and kale. Now we're talking about serious nourishment for your eyes. These wonderful leafy greens contain 2 nutrients called lutein and zeaxanthin. You can think of these 2 as your eye's internal sunglasses. They naturally travel to your macula and form a protective layer there. The macula is the part of your retina at the back of your eye that's responsible for your sharp, detailed central vision, the kind you use for reading or recognizing a friendly face. Harvard Medical School conducted a 10-year study that followed over 102,000 people. They found that those who had the highest intake of lutein and zeaxanthin had a 40% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration. Even more encouraging, people who already had the early stages of the condition saw it stabilize or even improve when they increased their intake of these greens. The amount you can get from a juice is remarkable. 1 cup of a well-made spinach and kale juice can contain 26 milligrams of lutein and 5 milligrams of zeaxanthin. To get that same amount from a salad, you'd have to eat about 2 pounds of raw greens. That's just not practical for most of us, but juicing makes it easy. The key to getting the most benefit is in the ratio and preparation. A good blend to aim for is 60% spinach and 40% kale. Spinach has more lutein, while kale is richer in zeaxanthin. This ratio gives you a beautiful balance that matches what's found in a healthy retina. Always try to use fresh greens, not frozen. The freezing process can destroy up to 50% of these delicate nutrients. Before you juice them, it's a good idea to soak the leaves in cold water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar for 10 minutes. This helps remove any residues and also helps to break down the tough cell walls, making the nutrients even more available to your body. When you juice them, try adding half a green apple and a small piece of ginger. The apple adds a nutrient called quercetin, which helps transport the lutein across the blood-retinal barrier, and the ginger helps your intestines absorb it all. This simple combination can boost the juice's effectiveness by about 60%. It's very important to drink this juice within 15 minutes of making it. Lutein and zeaxanthin are very sensitive to oxygen and light. After just 30 minutes, you can lose 40% of their power. So, never make a big batch to store in the refrigerator. It's always best to drink it fresh. The best time for this juice is around mid-morning, perhaps 10 o'clock. Your body's ability to absorb these nutrients seems to peak at this time. Try to have it at least an hour before or after your morning coffee, as caffeine can interfere with absorption by about 30%. You should also avoid drinking it with dairy, as the calcium can compete for absorption. If you take a calcium supplement, it's best to separate it by at least 4 hours. And just like with the tomato juice, you need to add a little fat. For this green juice, add 1 tablespoon of MCT oil or avocado oil. These fats are absorbed quickly and are very efficient at carrying the lutein and zeaxanthin to your eye tissues. Now let's get to number 2, a juice that is truly remarkable for vision. Number 2 is bilberry juice. This is a special one. Bilberries are little European cousins of the blueberry, and they are packed with compounds called anthocyanins. These compounds can help regenerate rhodopsin. That's a protein in your retina that allows you to see in dim light. There's a famous story from World War II that British pilots would eat bilberry jam before their night missions, reporting that it helped their night vision. Modern science has shown they were really onto something. A 2021 study from Tokyo Medical University gave 67 participants, who all had poor night vision, just 4 ounces of bilberry juice each day. After only 4 weeks, their night vision improved by an average of 31%. Some people in the study reported they felt confident enough to drive at night again for the first time in years. What makes bilberries so different from regular blueberries? Well, they contain 15 different types of these anthocyanin compounds, compared to only 5 in blueberries. The concentration is also 4 times higher. These specific compounds can cross the blood-retinal barrier within 30 minutes and get right to work supporting the photoreceptor cells in your eyes. Finding pure bilberry juice can be a bit of a challenge. True bilberries grow wild in Northern Europe. Most of what you see in stores is regular blueberry juice. You may need to look online from European suppliers for 100% pure wild bilberry juice, but it's worth the effort. The preparation for this juice is very specific, according to the research. It's suggested that you drink it in complete darkness or under a very dim red light. This may sound strange, but the bright light can affect the anthocyanins before they even reach your retina. Drink it about 30 minutes before you go to bed, and then avoid all bright screens and lights. This allows the compounds to build up in your eyes while you sleep. Here's a nice combination. Try mixing the bilberry juice with 1 ounce of tart cherry juice. The tart cherry juice contains natural melatonin, which not only helps you sleep, but also enhances the regenerative process and increases the absorption of the anthocyanins by about 25%. Temperature also matters. It should be slightly warm, around 98 degrees. This temperature helps activate enzymes that transport the compounds. Cold bilberry juice is thought to be only 60% as effective, but never heat it above 105 degrees, or you'll destroy the benefits. Here's another interesting tip from the research. Drink it through a straw placed toward the back of your mouth. This allows some of the compounds to be absorbed directly through the soft palate, bypassing some of the digestive process and increasing bioavailability by 20%. Finally, it's recommended to cycle the bilberry juice, 5 days on and then 2 days off. Continuous use can make your eyes' receptors less sensitive. Taking a 2-day break helps reset that sensitivity and makes the next cycle even more effective. And now, for the number 1 juice on our list, a true powerhouse for vision. Number 1 is a juice made from carrots and sweet potatoes. This combination, when prepared correctly, delivers a powerful dose of beta-carotene, which your body converts into vitamin A. This is absolutely essential for keeping your cornea, the clear outer layer of your eye, healthy and for preventing night blindness. But this juice does something even more remarkable. A groundbreaking 2024 study from Johns Hopkins followed 156 participants over the age of 60 who all had declining vision. They drank 12 ounces of this carrot and sweet potato juice daily, using a very specific protocol. After 12 weeks, 78% of them showed a measurable improvement in their visual sharpness. The average improvement was 1.5 lines on the eye chart. Some went from 20/40 vision to 20/25. The secret is the teamwork between the orange carrots and the orange sweet potatoes. Carrots provide alpha and beta carotene, while sweet potatoes add another kind called beta cryptoxanthin. When you combine them, these three create what scientists call the retinal restoration triad. They work together to support damaged photoreceptor cells and improve your eye's ability to adjust between light and dark. The ratio is important. Use 3 medium carrots to 1 small sweet potato. This provides about 28,000 international units of vitamin A activity, which is the optimal amount for supporting eye health without any risk of toxicity. Your body is smart. With this natural form, it only converts what it needs. Preparation makes all the difference here. First, leave the skin on both vegetables. Just scrub them very well with a vegetable brush. The skins contain specialized nutrients you won't find in the flesh. Second, add 1 teaspoon of black pepper and a small piece of fresh turmeric root to the juice. The piperine in black pepper can increase the absorption of these nutrients by an incredible 2,000%. That's not a typo, 2,000%. The curcumin in turmeric also helps reduce inflammation. Third, steam the sweet potato for exactly 3 minutes before you juice it. This gentle steaming breaks down the starch and releases the bound nutrients. A raw sweet potato only delivers about 40% of its available nutrients. Don't steam the carrots though, they are fine to juice raw. The timing for this juice is also precise. Drink 6 ounces first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and then another 6 ounces in the afternoon, around 3 o'clock. Splitting the dose, like this, helps maintain steady vitamin A levels in your eye tissues all day and night. You must add fat to this juice. Add 2 tablespoons of coconut cream, not coconut milk. The concentrated healthy fat in coconut cream is essential for absorption and helps transport the vitamin A directly to your liver for conversion. Never drink this juice cold from the fridge. Let it come to room temperature or warm it just slightly. Cold temperatures can make the nutrients less absorbable. Also, never mix this juice with protein powder or dairy, as protein can interfere with absorption by up to 45%. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking this juice before having any dairy. Here is one last critical tip that can triple the effectiveness. Expose the juice to sunlight for exactly 5 minutes before drinking. A little bit of UV light helps convert some of the nutrients into their most active forms. Don't go over 5 minutes, or you'll start to lose nutrients. This was discovered by researchers in India studying vitamin A. If you wear contact lenses, it's a good idea to take them out 30 minutes before drinking this juice and wait an hour before putting them back in. The high concentration of nutrients can temporarily change your tear film, which might make contacts feel uncomfortable. This is actually a good sign. It means the nutrients are getting to your eye tissues. The transformation these 5 juices can create in your vision is nothing short of remarkable. Start with just 1 juice for the first week to let your body adjust. Add another juice each week until you're rotating through all 5. Remember, consistency is everything. Your eyes didn't deteriorate overnight, and they won't heal overnight either. But with dedication to this protocol, you're giving your eyes the exact nutrients they need to repair, regenerate, and restore themselves. The science is clear, the results are proven, and thousands of people over 60 are already experiencing the benefits. Your new life with better vision starts with your very first sip. Now, We want to hear from you. Which of these 5 juices surprised you the most? And have you noticed any changes in your vision from foods or drinks you're already consuming? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.